Hi, we're with Faith Mercado, 19 years old art student in West Liberty University, and we are going to do an interview about her artistic process and her artwork itself a little bit. So my first question is, where do you take the inspiration for your work?
So I actually sent those two pictures earlier because of this. Before doing like all the paintings I showed you, I did like one-line drawings before, and they weren't like anything serious. But then I went to this place called Center Market. That's where I live, and it has like a tiny little art gallery where you can buy and sell art. And in there, I found uh, two paintings that really look like what I do uh, already. So right before this interview, I sent you two pictures of what I already did last semester or last year. And that was kind of like my non-serious thing. And then I went there and I saw that they could make good stuff out of just the line work and watercolor. So I tried it out.
All right. And there any artists that inspire you in some special way?
I'd say those people I found at Center Market.
Right.
uh, I in the folder I sent you with like all the paintings. There's a folder called Inspiration, and in there are two paintings.
Okay, right. Um, I saw that you usually work in series. Is that because you want to, or because it's that you have to do that?
That was my own choice, like an idea from my professor. Because before that, I was just making copies of the same scene, the same frame, and then she was like, "Well, what if you made them move?" And I was like, "That's a great idea."
Okay.
So, yeah.
And what kind of subjects do you usually prefer, and why?
Well, the theme of this project, or the theme of this whole thing in general, is everyday events or everyday things you experience that you don't really look into. So, almost all of these events I have painted were things that were happening in real life that I didn't stage. There was the one where my friend is playing with a ball. There's one where there's two people sitting at a table, and my friend Taylor's like putting back her hair in that. Uh, some of them are just because I couldn't find any real life events, but uh, they're all meant to be about things you experience every day.
No, yeah, I think I like the idea because they are at the same time very intimate work. I mean, it shows it's your life, it's your environment, your friends, and everything. But it's also have this freshness that it can, I think, any young person can find a little bit of herself or himself in your work. And I think that's curious. Would you like to do some other thing? I mean, did you ever think of paint or draw something that's different from current life or your own environment?
Hmm. Uh, I haven't gotten the opportunity yet, just because I'm so not stuck in my own environment, but I don't have anywhere to go right now. But I want to go somewhere else and take pictures of a scene that I find.
All right, so I mean, experience yourself before and then painting.
Yeah.
All right, I understand that. And what kind of media do you usually use and
Uh,
why?
well, for this class, I used only pen and watercolor. The pen for the little one-line drawings for each one, and watercolor for watercolor.
Would you like to try some other technique, or there's something that you think would fascinate you, like, I don't know, engraving or oil painting?
I really want to put this into like a printmaking idea. I'm also in a printmaking class too, and I really love it. I actually was thinking of sending you some of that stuff too, but that doesn't really relate to this class. But that's where I got a lot of my ideas from, with making like multiple copies of something. And yeah.
The idea of making series and everything, it's so related, so close to printmaking. Also, you might like it. Do you see any evolution of your work, and in which way you think you are going?
Like watching it change or grow.
Yes.
Well, in the very obviously, I went from making them all like just copies of one frame of what's going on, and we changed them into a like a video, or like showing movement. And I think I want to keep doing that, but go more paintings and get bigger with it. Instead of, I think my biggest one, it has 13 or 14 little paintings, but I want to do like a lot in one.
Yeah. I mean, do you take inspiration from comic and things like, because the idea is very similar.
From comics. I don't think I necessarily take the from comics. I kind of just took inspiration from things I already did. Not. Oh, I can't think of the word. I didn't do it with a thinking that I would make it into something. I just did all these things already, like they're on the side projects.
Okay, so you already told me then your future project would be going on with series with movement and make them bigger.
Yeah. Maybe even turn it into like a printmaking too.
That's good. And there's anything would you like to experiment with?
With the paintings.
I mean, in general, with artwork, with your work, and beside the series.
Oh, besides the series, just like in anything. Well, I've recently gotten into oil painting, and I really want to keep exploring that because I think I'm all right.
Okay.
And I want to see where that can go.
All right. Do you usually work at home?
Yeah. I'd say what I do is I spend so much time up at the school. So what I will do is I'll do all the line work up there, like drawing it out, and then I'll come home and I'll actually get to painting all of it, which takes up a good amount of time.
Okay. Well, if you don't want to tell me anything else, I can't think about any other question.
I don't really know what else to say too.
I think we're fine. So thank you, Faith, and I'm sure you do great with all your projects. And here I leave you with some of her series. Goodbye.